If you have any kind of a form to collect information from a customer, the fewer fields will get a higher completion rate, a higher successful completion rate. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you don't need. And also, if you're asking for more information, do you need the person's title, really? I mean, maybe you can figure that out some other way, or you just don't need it. It's nice to have all this stuff. It'd be great to have a complete profile of every inquiry, but you have to figure out what you can live with and make it very easy to do. One particular strategy I've seen, DJ, for getting some of that customer information is to use a micro commitment strategy. And this is based partly on a Ryan Levesque ASK Method, where instead of giving people a long form, you start off by doing a little pop-up where you're asking one question, simple question like gender, maybe not so simple these days, but still not very threatening. Most people answer that, and then move on to something else like general age, like a broad age bracket or something. So people can answer this stuff without feeling threatened. They don't feel like they're giving up anything too personal. But then as you get a little bit farther with another pop-up and another pop-up, and I think a typical might be 6 or 8 of these things. So it's not excessive. You can get a little more detailed and a little more effortful because the person has already made this commitment to getting the information that they want at the end of it. And they're usually promised something. They're going to get some insight into whether it's a self-improvement thing or some aspect of the personality or their golf game or whatever it could be. There's sort of a payoff at the end. And then the very last question, after you've put in, filled out maybe 7 or 8 questions that included some more detailed information near the end, then okay, we now know what your management style is, or your golf swing style is, or whatever. Just enter your email address and we'll send it to you. And at that point, they get a very high completion rate because somebody is really committed to this process. They want the information. They have already filled out 7 fields or something like that, or answered 7 questions. And so it's quite natural to continue. I mean, that's Bob Cialdini's principle of commitment. I think that's one way you can get a little more information. But to me, the ideal thing is to just make it as simple and as easy as possible, because even if you're doing it in that mode, every time you make people answer one more question, you get somebody who's going to just get fed up and bail out of it.